Making friends as an adult is hard. Have you ever heard this before? Have you ever felt this before, this idea that making friends as an adult is hard? I have been hearing this for years. I have been feeling this for years. This idea that making friends as an adult is hard. And it begs the question, why? Why is this dynamic that is so important to us, that is so much fun, that generates so many wonderful experiences, become so difficult? I'm 47 years old. I like to think that I'm an affable guy and a good hang. Obviously, I'm a bit of an extrovert. And yet we have this feeling that making friends as an adult is difficult. There's a powerful juxtaposition here as well. We got to remember we're on the grounds of a primary school. And this might take at least some of us back to a time and a place where all that we may have needed for friendship formation was some time on the playground at recess, maybe a little bit of sunshine, and walking up to someone else and saying, "Do you want to play?" And it's with that same freedom of spirit and that unencumbered approach that we can think about the dynamics through which we can make friends. There are several pillars that we can kind of work through as we think about making friends as an adult and friendship formation. First off, there's the desire. You have to want to do this. You have to be in a place where you want to be making new friends. Then we need to establish proximity. We need to be near or around other people with whom we may find some sort of a connection. From there, we want to establish continuity, maintaining some voltage in a world that is filled with distractions. Then from there, we want to reinforce this. We want to take this new connection, build it out, so that there's the opportunity for it to turn into a friendship. Let's start with this first one. Let's start with this question of desire. Do you want to make friends right now? It's an important question, and it merits some consideration. We know feelings of loneliness have evolved to the point where in the United States, the Surgeon General describes an epidemic of loneliness. We know that in the UK, postal workers will make specific calls on people who've said they are experiencing feelings of isolation just to spend time with them. We also know that doing the work of friendship creation as an individual takes tremendous courage. It's hard work. There is much vulnerability there. We're going to ride some ups and downs. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time, some persistence. It may be a muscle that you haven't exercised for a while and needs a chance to wake up. But we know in parallel with that the benefits of doing this work, the benefits of building new friendships are myriad. Self-esteem, mood, overall health. All of these domains improve as we build new friendships, and it's fun. It's supposed to be fun. So if you're in a place, though, where making new friends is not where you are, that is totally fine. You want to own that and move forward only when you're ready. But acknowledging that tide of restlessness, those feelings of isolation and loneliness, let's move forward and see if we can think about how we can continue on the journey with a spirit of creativity and energy. We come to this idea of proximity. How do we form proximate relationships with new people? The ways that we have previously done this have been completely overturned over the last few years. Where you may have been working in an office with lots of people, or at least even with some people, now you're working from home. Your kids may have grown up, or relationships you formed through your kids' friends may have changed, where those are no longer the same. You may have picked up and moved and are having a hard time building new relationships in your new community. Businesses you may have liked may no longer be in business. Your physical abilities may have evolved where certain things aren't as accessible as they used to be. These all feel sometimes like they might be insurmountable, but there's a real opportunity there. When we step back and think to ourselves with full authenticity of ourselves as whole people, what feels exciting? What feels motivating? What feels stimulating? Where do I want to put myself? Where I may also be next to people with whom I can form an attachment. That's how we can move forward through that disruption.